everywhere. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well, and welcome to another Tuesday talk, building your executive presence. Um, if this is the first time you're here, welcome. And if you have been in my previous Tuesday talks, welcome back. The topic for today is when it comes to interview, what is it that we need to unlearn? And for first timers, there are always three topics that I talk about in Tuesday Talk. First one is level up to be seen as a manager. And second one is to land a high profile role, tapping into 80% of unadvertised job market. And the third one is leading a meaningful change, creating a before and after, what we call legacy, and making sure your name is attached to it. And why do I do that? Because though my background is technology and business transformation, I've always seen a lot of good people that they go unseen. They're really good at what they do, but just because they don't know how to present themselves or they're not willing to play certain games, they never get to do some good work. So I thought I'm going to do something about it. And these Tuesday talks and the stuff that I do outside business transformation is all about doing something about it, making sure those who want to do some good work are able to get to those roles. So these conversations always have a structure. As you would know me, I love structure, though I'm a structure in chaos. So the structure is I always introduce a concept, then I share a case either from myself or one of my clients or students, or I give you a real life example of that. And then I always extend an invitation if you need to further that topic or work on it more. And then I close the loop. So today's topic is about for senior seasoned professionals that they want to go for interviews, and there are two mindset shifts that we need to bring to those conversations. The first one is when you go for interview, you're not going to traditionally you're going for uh, talking about what your past experiences are there. And I want to invite you to shift that. We no longer go to prove that we can do the job. We're going to go to demonstrate what we have previously done. So the difference between proving and demonstrating is subtle, though the content of conversation is pretty much similar. The energy behind it and the mindset behind it and the context is very different. When you go traditionally for an interview, you're going for proving that, look, I'm good, I can do this job, I have enough evidence, I have enough certificate, I have enough experience, and can you please hire me? The energy behind it as if you need to prove that you are good enough, you are a match, you're qualified, so you can get the job. And the um, decision making is on the other side to make sure that, yeah, you're a good match for the position. What I want to invite you to do and shift is to put that one completely aside and see when you go for the next conversation if you can go in and talk about what you have done in a very structured, in a specific way, whatever that topic is, but from the place of presentation. So it happens a lot in our ways of working in our day-to-day job that we open a session or we talk to a client or we talk to a vendor that we say, guys, this is the way we operate, this is what we have done, and at this point we want to be doing this. So presentation is something that you're quite familiar with. There's not so much that I want to share with you or teach you here about presentation. But what I want to bring to you is that you got to unlearn the fact that you are going for an interview to prove yourself. You're only going there to present. And of course, you will either be a match for that role or might not. But the tiny thing that I want you to check in before any conversation, some of them are conversations with the recruitment agent. Some of them are conversations with search firms. Some of them are conversations with a friend that is connecting you to someone. Your ability to present your past work will help you to be able to be seen as a senior person. The second one, the second point for today is what you need to unlearn is the point that you're going there to answer questions. So, see, traditionally, when we want to, in our education system, when we want to go to the next level, we go there, we memorize a set of bunch of books and topics, and then we go there and answer a set of questions. If we tick, 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 then we go to the next level. What I want you to shift and unlearn from the past 100 years, 200 years, is to put aside this concept of I need to answer questions. You're not going for interrogation. A lot of senior people that I work with, they will say to me, I really hate to go for interview. It's just hard work. It doesn't worth it. Oh, do I go there and sit there and answer someone's questions? And they say this one to me privately because it's degrading. It's just after years of work that they have done, now they're going to go sit there and answer someone's questions, sit there to be questioned, some sit there to be evaluated. And that is the part that I want you to change in your mind. When you're sitting and talking to a friend, to me, or anyone, you're just not answering questions. You're just sharing what you've done, and you are asking questions as well. So, the second point of conversation that I have with you, the mindset shift, is going from you going there to answer questions, you going there to have a two-way conversation. Something that you have equal opportunity to ask your questions and check what's going on, what's this role, why they are hiring, if you are the best person for this or not. Let me give you an example why it's important, how it's connected, the questions that you ask, how it's connected to demonstrate the level of your seniority. I've prepared some tea for myself. Throughout the day, I talk for hours and I don't have any problem. As soon as I sit in front of live, I suddenly have dry throat. I don't know, I can't talk. I don't know what's going on here. So, real life example. Say you want to get something custom made, a chair, doesn't matter, shoes, whatever. So you go to a couple of shops to get a price for something bespoke made for you. You go to the first shop, you say, okay, I want a chair to be made for me. How much is the cost? Rough idea, ballpark. And they say it's this much and this much, and you come out and start happy. Next shop you go in and you say the same thing. I'd like a chair made for me. How much does it cost me? And the person will ask, okay, what material do you want? You say, oh, I want this or that. Okay, who's gonna be using it? You answer that. And then they start asking more questions, more questions, more questions. It's like, God, what's happening here? I just want a chair to be made. But you would know that person is asking questions about what needs to be done is a senior person, it's a craftsman, because they have been involved and they don't understand end to end of a process. That's why they're asking a lot of questions. The first person that would just give you a ballpark number without asking questions, either is a salesperson or knows only a part of work, is not the master. People who know their job and they know how to solve a specific problem, they ask questions. In a year, I interview a lot of people, either for my own company or for the companies that I work for and do consulting and advisory. So I interview a lot of people. Apart from when I want to do assessment if they know the job or not, they can do the work or not. I guess I can guesstimate their level of seniority and comfort and understanding end to end of the piece of work by the type of questions that they ask me, not by the answers that they give me. A lot of traditional interview trainings will teach us, those who want to do the interview, will ask behavioral questions, ask situational questions. Great. But that is good to know if they know the craft, but doesn't show how senior they are. So if I reverse that, I can tell you your ability to first present your case, your past experiences as a case. Second one, asking questions and turn interview to a two-way conversation is demonstrating how senior you are. So this is definitely something that you need to work on if you are going for more senior roles or or you are currently in senior positions and you're starting to think to do some advisory outside, do some consulting, do some mentoring. So this will help if you are thinking in the future to transition out and do some consulting. This skill is crucial for you to be able to know if you want to accept a case or if you are good for a case or not. So the two things that we need to unlearn is this. One is you go to prove, forget about that. The fact you are on the table, behind that table, and you're sitting on that table means you are able to do the job. Now, you just need to present your past experiences. The second one is this. What you need to unlearn is that you go to answer the questions or be interrogated. Forget about that. You go in there to have a two-way conversations. You ask questions, they ask questions, and here is my test for you. If at the end of conversation something like this comes up, oh, do you have any questions for us? You would know you have not done your job right, and there is some more work to be done on your side. Well, that's it, my friend. If you are interested to do more work on this one, I do invite you to have a conversation with me. If you think you are ready to step up for higher profile roles, this is one of the areas that I work extensively. How to present yourself, how to come across as a senior person. Of course, you know your job, so that's not a question. It's just how you come across. And a lot of things that we need to forget, unlearn, put aside, because either they were incorrect education that we need to get rid of them, or they were helpful to a certain point. They no longer are serving us. So we need to put them aside. And there's a ton of them. It's a long list. This one particularly is important for interview. So if you are preparing for interview, if you are preparing for going outside corporate land and doing some work in conjunction with your previous work, consultant or advisor, definitely contact me. I will do always a free leadership audit call Yes. No, this is not one of your personality tests or your zodiac sign or your disc result or any of that. Those are about your traits. What I do is always look at where you want to go. I listen with a coaching hat to find out what are your blockers, what are the mindset shifts, where are your opportunities, and you walk out from a leadership audit call with clear actions. So definitely contact me if you are working in that area and you feel that's not your strong suit, presenting yourself. And if I want to close the loop, here was the 2 points that I made. Unlearning being questioned, unlearning going to an interview to prove yourself. That's it for Tuesday Talk, short and sweet and 16 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next Tuesday, same time, same place, and or same person, or hopefully a better version of me. Until then, I'll see you. Bye.